toads come out at night.
And we will go into their natural area. We're hoping for rain, because then they really come out.
They really come out.
Although for our equipment and our crew,
not so good.
They don't love the rain. So everyone's going to be harmonizing in a perfect balance of rain.
Got it.
And what else can I tell you? Yeah, they're going to let us film the actual process of extracting.
I heard it's the eyeball.
It's not the eyeball. It's glands like on the arms and back.
Okay. So we're giving the frog a lymphatic massage.
It's a lymphatic massage. We're extracting the lymphs.
Do we get to...
It does not harm the frog, does not harm the toad.
Well, not if it's a lymphatic massage. I pay like $200 for that in Ohio.
That's what I mean. They should be paying us at the end of this.
The toads should be paying us. Rawshaman.
Rawshaman. Now accepting money from any and all creatures. Form of donation. We have amazing hoodies, t-shirts, stickers, membership.
I just gave $10.
Another very exciting part of this next upcoming trip to Sonora, Mexico is that we'll be getting to meet with the actual shamans there. We'll be bringing in a translator as well.
Wait, I have a interjection, because I think, you know, now kind of observing myself and us in that interaction, people would go, aren't you supposed to take plant medicine seriously? And here we are, like, massively goofing off about it.
Well, I know you're the one bringing this prankster energy.
I love it. Well, I mean, I would argue to that fact.
I am too.
I mean, so here's the thing.
I think it's a balance of playful and reverence. There is a degree of reverence.
We've done this work. We believe we are the medicine at this point. There's no more any separation between me, you, and what we work with. And therefore, being my full authentic embodiment and playful is my natural state. But if I wasn't, I think, ready to fully accept me and what all this is, I might be separating myself, or, you know, I don't know. That's kind of a fractal rabbit hole.
So there's like 15 different threads from everything you just said.
How many files in your brain just got opened?
Yeah, I mean, exactly. That just opened all the cabinet drawers. I think
Pick one. What's your favorite one? Where are we going?
You know, my favorite one is that when you said we are the medicine, obviously that's not a literal
no, well, yes, if we're defining literal in the
dictionary, but it's a pretty bold statement, I guess, to say that we are the medicine.
But I would actually disagree. I would say, I mean,
well, to someone, vernacular.
If we're going just
is
how
a debatable term. So
yeah.
When she says we are the medicine, she's meaning we embody what the intention and direction.
There's no separation between what I view myself as and what this medicine is.
Well, and that it's one step further, that there's no separation in anything. So that would be saying I am also this rock that we're sitting on. I am also these trees, because that is the true nature of us. We are all one. So by saying we are the medicine and the medicine is us, it means that we're tapped into that interconnected space. Yeah, realizing that every moment is sacred and every space is precious and blessed and holy.
So I could be super demonic right now, and that could be my embodiment of what I'm going through as far as medicine. I can be super playful, and there's some journeys where you're just laughing. You remember our first ayahuasca? And Alan was in the Maloka,
oh, yeah.
just howling, like laughing. And people after the third time, but after the third time, people started laughing with him. And then after the third hour,
beautiful.
After the third hour, it was like done. But
he was triggering people with his laughter in a way that irritated them, and he was triggering people with his laughter in a way that was contagious and spreading that joy. So, you know, I think it all comes to where you're coming in at.
Live in ceremony and be okay with what comes through. That's what the medicine teaches you, how to live now, be okay with everything that's coming through, and maintain a sense of not only this unique individuality, but also everything that's moving through you all at once. That's your homework. If you're not there yet, you need to go find a medicine ceremony.
Well, it's realizing that every moment is in its own perfection. There's releasing of attachment. There's releasing of my experience needs to be this to be a good experience. You're disassembling the word good altogether and realizing that there's just divinity.
So what got us here was me questioning, would people think how loosely we take this sometimes be in contrast to some of the things we say about having reverence for the ceremony, as well as all of these other things we're saying when we're goofing off and laughing, me 90% of the time. So are we in contrast?
Judgment is judgment. You know, I think you can, there's a lot of different ways to judge people, and at a certain point, if you're not able to hold compassion, I think that really might need to flip the lens around to the other side and ask the questions.
You're shaming them.
If you're shaming us, then I'm shaming you right back. It's a two-way street. If you put out shame, you know, you're usually feeling shame somewhere. So I know that there's a very sacred reverence that I hold and feel towards this medicine. I think that's why it keeps coming around our field, because we do respect it. I think that we're also very playful by nature, and sometimes the best way to assimilate is through laughter, is through joy, moving around. And maybe when you're seeing some of this jokester energy, trickster energy, I think it's because we're a little nervous about this, and we're trying to lighten the mood, lighten the heaviness of what it represents, because these are age-old traditions that I don't know a ton about, where the bufo alvarius toad came from, or what that implies. And being out in the desert with Raphael, who's been doing these ceremonies for, you know, his family generations. And what are we going to uncover? What is it going to be like? It's going to be uncomfortable at times. There's going to be extremes.
Agreed. I wouldn't say the trickster that just elicited out of me, if we're going to call it that energy.
Hashtag ego.
Ego. If you're saying it's because we're a little nervous, you know, I would say that I'm just here willing to play whatever role I have to play. And so I'm gonna not question what I feel in any moment. That's what I offer to rawshaman. I'm showing up 100% willing to be angry if I'm angry, sick if I'm sick, you know, tricky if I'm tricky, like sexual if I'm like, I'm gonna be everything. And I'm just not even, that's what I've been taught for the past like 12 years of my spiritual journey, is how to show up and not question how I'm being inspired. That's my authentic connection. So whatever comes through me, whatever label we want to give it, the shapeshifter, nervous energy, if you wanted to. No, I hear you. Hashtag your story. No.
It's going to be an extreme time. It's going to be a unique excursion, but come along, come with us, and you know, of course, subscribe, tell your friends about rawshamans if you think they're interested. This is all about growing the community, growing awareness, having these conversations, bringing it out of the closet, demystifying,
put the phone on your dinner
detabooing.
table, play it for the family. We're age restricted, so you might have to get it in front of your own kids, okay? So that's what we're saying.
I was trying to give us just an actual clean, usable out.
You're gonna have to let go of the facade that anything here is gonna have a beginning and end a beginning.
There's no formula.
Ramen.
All right. So,
do we like the legs spread or closed? Spread?
I think closed is more ladylike.
It's a good thing I get laser hair removal at IOIO Studio.
Oh, wow.
Shameless plug.
Shameless plug for 1,000.